used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest tech.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a fourth-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Cousins now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals. But they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. Saints at 4-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In motion, the tight end. Now back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it, and the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line. When you look at the Saints defense, they enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive lineman and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some long yardage plays.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Off the play fake, Cousins. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Two knocks this one to the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is good.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. Grady Jarrett in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. He'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
And the Saints first down.
Back to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind.
There he goes, left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
Now Cousins. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left.
defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So we reach halftime here. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
A give to Williams, running right. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Cedric Wilson, 38 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays at your camp.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A second down throw for Cousins. And a dump off here to Robinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Carr completes it. He's got room to roam. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They go back to the ground with Williams, and he takes it across it into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. The point after, good by Groupie. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Goff would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins now. He's got a man in the crossing route. That's more. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Carr's throw caught by Olave. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Following the interception, Cousins to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Carr to throw. throw left side complete. That's Perry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Saints.
Carr now on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints, first down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Clark Phillips has got it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they're enjoying watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
You know, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Now Carr, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Carr to throw again. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Carr, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown! Juwan Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Option play. Here's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action now. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Charlie Warner, 40 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Holding. Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On first down, Carr. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr now to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Robinson with another carry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3rd down and 13. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the